Yeah, like really bored. You're like,
Yeah, I would just sit there twittering.
just twittering the day away.
I have speed.
Okay, ready?
And we're ready when you guys are.
1, 2, 3, 4. I lied when I was trying to tell my greatest truth. I can't let go, I can't let go. I lied I wasn't climbing, I was hiding in the roots. I can't let go, I can't let go. Thought it was different for me, the difference between what I need and what I know. I can't let go. I held a mighty sword, but I was done in with a pen. I can't let go, I can't let go. I fell down off the mountain just to crawl back up again. I can't let go, I can't let go. Thought it was different for me, the difference between what I need and what I know. I can't let go. I lied when I was trying to tell my greatest truth. I can't let go, I can't let go. I lied I wasn't flying, I was hiding on the roof. I can't let go, I can't let go. Thought it was different for me, the difference between what I need and what I know. I can't let go, I can't let go, I can't let go, I can't let go.
Tell me, if you will, if you can sum up for me your band's history in like 2 minutes.
Kathy and I and a couple friends of ours started the Thermals in 2002 and recorded our first record on a cassette 4-track. We're from Portland, and we hooked up with Seattle label Sub Pop Records. Only a month or two later, maybe we'd only played like 6 shows or so. Signed to Sub Pop, did 3 records with them, toured for the past 5 or 6 years. We went through a couple other drummers. We met Weston almost a year ago, last summer, and he's been playing with us since then. And we recently switched labels to Kill Rock Stars, and we just released our 4th record, Now We Can See.
Not bad. What lessons have you learned as you've kind of gone through the whole process? I mean, that's a whirlwind.
What do you think? Don't drink too much before you play. That's a good lesson. I've learned that multiple times.
Is that learning?
No.
I mean, we've learned a lot about being on a label, and so now on Kill Rock Stars, we wanted to own our own masters instead of having the label own them, so we're licensing this record to Kill Rock Stars.
How important do you think that is to independent artists?
It's important to us now. I have to say, Kathy and I had already been in bands for a long time, so it wasn't that new to us, but I think maybe we've just learned more about the business side of it. Like, so much has changed in the record industry just since whatever the past 5 years, with so many people are just finding music for free on the internet, and records are sold, it's really different than the way it used to be. So it just became really important for us to just own everything we did, to have full control over the business side of things. And so when we were looking for a new contract, we kind of just decided what our terms were going to be, and then took that to labels instead of having labels come to us with their contract. So we just decided that, like Kathy said, we we would finance the record ourselves and own the master, and then look to license it to a label with no strings attached.
So I've been following the band on Twitter, and
It's the less serious side of the Themals.
so what, out of all of that, do you think is the, craziest thing that's happened so far on your present tour?
As far as like crazy times, we're usually just finishing a bottle of tequila every night and then looking for the hot tub.
Sounds pretty rock and roll.
We have a crew. We have a really good crew. We have 3 guys and 3 girls. And when we were in Chicago and Weston, we heard the hot tub was open late. We got there like at 3 in the morning, but our manager was like, "The hot tub, they're keeping it open for you." So we felt like really special, like rock stars. So Weston and I, we head down there and the door's locked, and they said, "Oh no."
They said,
"No, it's not."
Who told you the hot tub was going to be open?
Yeah.
No.
They're like, "That doesn't
no.
sound right."
That's been closed for hours. Sorry.
And so we head back up, and the ladies come down, 3 bikinis, and they were like, "Oh, right this way. Here you go." And we unlocked that for you. And ever
We
since
came
then,
down in our bikinis and we're like, so they said the hot tub would be open? They're like, yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
So the answer clearly is that you should have been wearing bikinis?
yeah. Well,
Oh, well,
yeah.
that's the weird thing. We were wearing bikinis, Hush and I. And so.
I had nothing on. I was just cuffing. I think that was actually why they didn't.
That's a big lesson I learned on this tour, is that 3 bikinis can get you anything,
Well,
pretty
3
much.
bikinis will open any door.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the title track from your new album, Now We Can See.
Do you want to say is it something about this?
Well, I feel like it's a lot about the words.
Okay. The words are away, 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 repeated.
Away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh. Away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh. Away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh. Away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh. We were born in the desert, we were reared in a cave. We conquered in the sun, but we lived in the shade. Yeah, baby, we were savage, we existed to kill. Our history is damaged, at least it was a thrill. But now we can see, now that our vision is strong, we don't need to admit we were wrong. Now we can see, but the images don't stick. Our enemies lie dead on the ground and still we kick. Away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh.
It's like told in past tense. A lot of it is told like from the perspective of someone who's dying or someone who's lived their life already. Looking back on your own life and looking back like on the history of people just on the planet and just kind of assessing where humans have been and what humans have done. And a lot of times, I mean, it's not all good. It's not all good news. People are very arrogant and people are very violent, and people just have a violent history. What the song is about is that. You can trick yourself into thinking that people are very civil now, maybe compared to how they used to be, but I think a lot of the times people are just as savage as they ever
What
were.
do we need? We should need nothing, nothing at all. We were born on an island, we grew out of the sand. Never saw another creature, never knew another man. Yeah, baby, we were nothing, we existed for less. Our present was empty, our history a mess. But now we can see, now we do as we please. Now we do away with our disease. Now we can see, now the image sticks. We still need the medicine quick. We still take the pill, but only for the fix. Away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh. Away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh, away, oh, oh. Now we can see the warnings in the signs.
it's also about people are caught up a lot in life with just thinking they need a lot of stuff that they don't actually need, like what we actually need to survive and what we think we need. There's a huge gap between the two, I think.
Yeah, now we can see.
Now, you guys have done political music before. How did that change the way you approached Now We Can See?
Well, since we did so much politics and religion on the last record, and we talked about it a lot, we toured on that record for almost 2 years and did lots of interviews, and I was really proud of that record, and I was really happy with how it came out, and I was really happy that people got into the lyrics, and I felt like it created all these conversations, and I thought that was really cool. But then it just kind of made us want to do something new for this record, not talk so much about religion and politics and go in a different direction and kind of go back to some kind of broader, natural, more elemental themes. So this record has a lot of death and life and love and a lot of elements, earth, air and water. So it's a lot more personal, but it kind of, at the same time, picks up from where the last record left off. So that last record was kind of a story and ended in this kind of fiery apocalypse of the world ending. And then so this record picks up in a way because it's told from the perspective of someone who's died or is dying and is reflecting back on their life and on the life of the planet and humanity and what we've done to each other and on the planet, and just kind of thinking about all these different things and reflecting and talking about it. And so I like how it kind of is a sequel almost, but it goes in a new direction.
I was lost, I was hurt, I was trapped out at sea. I was swimming in circles of circles in the last place I wanted to be. I was holding on to a love I knew so long I thought it must be keeping me afloat. Only when I was down, only when I was drowning, and I finally feel the hands on my throat. I looked my fear in the eyes, looked at the water below. I knew I could love or live. I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. Oh, oh. I walked in the dark. I walked in the rain. I walked for miles and miles and years. All I knew was heartache and pain. I was weighted with the hate I held so long I thought it must be guiding me home. Only when I was lost, only when I was crossed, did I finally see it left me all alone. I looked my fear in the eyes, looked at the cold ground below. I knew I could love or die. I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. Oh, oh. I looked my fear in the eyes, looked at the cold ground below. I knew I could love or die. I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. Oh, oh. Yeah, I let it go. I let it go. For on the the water below. I knew I could love or live. I let it go, I let it go. I looked my fear in the eyes. I looked at the water below. I knew I could love or die. I let it go, I let it go.